Hello team, it is I, Louis Hanson, here once again at Laneway with a microphone and a dream. But for now, I am joined with the wonderful Cavetown. Hi Robin.
Hello.
How
Thanks
are
for having
you?
me. I'm good. I'm pretty tired and pretty hot. It's sweltering out there.
You have literally just come off the stage here
Yes.
at Gold Coast. I need to hear all about it. How was the experience?
It was great. I don't know how you guys do it. The audience just had so much energy already. People were fanning themselves, obviously, but it was really welcoming out there, and I had a really good time. Yeah.
How does it feel to have your latest project, Running with Scissors, out into the world?
It feels crazy. It's always weird to have people sing new songs back to me, but it's especially weird this time because it's like on the other side of the planet. So I just feel really grateful that people have listened already and have brushed up on their lyrics and are able to sing it back to me, and it's just really exciting to see that people like the new stuff because it means a lot to me, and I've been nervous about how it's going to be received, but I'm really pleased with how everyone's enjoying it so far. So
We have some dedicated fans here in the Gold Coast.
yeah.
Well, speaking on that, how does this project feel different from the rest?
It feels a lot more bold and challenging, I guess. In many ways, I've really opened up my walls in general in just the whole process. I usually kind of make stuff by myself, and I'm very kind of protective over every aspect of it. But I wanted to challenge myself in many ways, and I think I have in like the whole production process. I was very collaborative, and I was willing to try new ideas and make new sounds and experiment and like kind of be a bit more maximalist with my production, and then like in the live set it's so hard. A lot of this stuff is really hard to play, and yeah, traveling on the other side of the world is hard too. So in kind of all areas of it, I'm challenging myself, but it's been really fun, and I feel like I've been ready to take that challenge, and I feel myself growing every single day, and it's exciting to see that happen to me. So it's good.
And Running with Scissors, it deals with a plethora of themes, identity, mental health. I think one of the themes that resonated the most with me is the experience of like living with intrusive thoughts. I don't even think I've like talked about it on camera before, but last year diagnosed OCD, and I came to that conclusion. With my psychiatrist, because of my experiences with intrusive thoughts. In particular, the funniest one would probably be if I'm running on a treadmill, like if I'm in an exercise class, I have to hit a certain speed, or I feel like everyone that I love in my entire life is going to die. And it's like 7 a.m. and people are just having a nice little brisk jog on the treadmill, and I'm sprinting because I think everyone's going to die. But it's been so fun to even like point at the intrusive thought and laugh at it. I was wondering if you had any intrusive thoughts that are almost so ridiculous that you have to just laugh at them.
Yeah, I've definitely, as a kid, I had a lot more. I would have, especially I particularly when I was doing something hard, like physically difficult, like cycling uphill or something. I used to cycle a lot, and my brain would start going, if you don't make it to the top of the hill without stopping, your hamster is gonna die. And I was like, slay, I guess if that gets me to the top of the hill, then awesome, and I've just saved my hamster's life, so I feel good after it. But it's like, yeah, you really just gotta acknowledge it as being a crazy thing to think, but if I'm gonna think it, then I might as well feel good about the fact that I've made it to the top of the hill, or like saved my hamster's life or whatever. And then you come back down the other side and you're like relieved by it, I guess. And when you have an intrusive thought like that, there is a sense of relief that comes with it too. Once you once you get to the other side of it, and the hope is that you just don't harm yourself in the process of getting to the other side. And that takes a lot of just working through those thoughts and not pushing them away necessarily, but like touching on the things that are real about it, where it's like, I care a lot about getting to the top of the hill or whatever, and finding ways to feel proud of yourself. And I think it's easy to kind of beat yourself down when you're thinking things that other people would think are crazy, but there's always something real in it, and when you can like separate the real part from the part that's going to harm you, I think that's when you can make progress in understanding those thoughts. Yeah.
And is that kind of emblematic of you know, the way that you approach this album, you know, like tackling some real raw and vulnerable things, and acknowledging them in a way that, you know, I guess elicits some like catharsis at the end.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I feel like I've spent a lot of my life avoiding things that are gonna be hard for me, or things that are gonna put me in a compromising situation where I'm kind of forced to like learn or grow because I'm scared that I'll do a bad job, or that I'll hurt myself in the process, or that I can't trust myself to get myself through something difficult. And in the past like 3 or 4 years, it's been a large part of it being due to my relationship that I'm in, and that I've been seeing my partner now for 4 years, and she's given me the confidence to really just face the difficult stuff head on. And it's hard, and it makes you cry, and it makes you feel crazy, but on the other side of it, you learn something about yourself, and I think I've become stronger from it. And you got to do hard stuff to get strong. Just like in physical exercise too, you got to put yourself through some pain in order to grow some guns. So I'm growing some mental guns right now. My brain is really buff.
The mental guns, and now you're on the other side of the hill.
Yeah.
And that other side of the hill is, you know, now sharing that music with the world in front of a community that feels seen.
And sometimes on the other side of the hill, there's more hills too.
Totally, there's always a hill. Exactly.
It's you can never go downhill forever. There's always a point where you go flat or you go up. I definitely was riding a good downward hill towards the end of writing this album, and then it kind of became harder as I was like starting to put the songs out, and I was like, oh, I've written a whole album about being strong, and I'm feeling pretty weak right now. And so I've had to kind of make peace with like the duality of feeling, and I think that's the whole point of the album as well. So yeah,
the constant peaks and troughs.
Yeah, ups and downs.
And if you could describe your Laneway experience so far in an album title, a made-up album title, what do you think that album title would be? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, certainly so. An album title.
Could it be Down the Other Side of the Hill, or something more concise? No hamsters harmed.
I don't know if this is a good one, but like sweltering breeze, because it's like it's physically really hot out here, and heat can be very overwhelming for me, and I find festivals in general pretty overwhelming, but there's always a spot you can stand where you get a good breeze, and at the same time sometimes that spot is like right on stage where I can like the breeze is like the energy that the audience gives me, and the support from my band, and there's a lot of tribulations and trials that come with especially like a tour like this, but there's always like there's always a cool breeze as well. Does that make sense?
There's always a cool breeze. It totally does. Robin, thank you so much for chatting with me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your time here in Australia.
Thank you. I will. I'm having a good time.
Bye.
Bye.